Okay, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and fishing accomplices, good morning and welcome back to fishing. So it is November 23rd, 2025, and we are still trudging along trying to get on some action on the kayak. It's that time of year where every time I go out, it's very possible it's the last time, though I'm hoping it's not. And I'm hoping it's not this guy's last time. Peter Ranieri's out with us. This might be our last time fishing together this season, most likely. And we're out in my neck of the woods, so while it can be tough, these fish can be very lethargic now things are cooling down. It can be very worthwhile. It's just about finding the right spots, as I've endlessly been saying. So got a few spots in mind. This area is not really totally new to either of us, especially me. But there's still plenty of real estate that I haven't really tried, particularly this time of year. So we got some winds coming up later in the day, so we're going to try and work a little deeper to start, and then, believe it or not, try and work some shallower stuff, maybe if the wind gets to be a bit much. So that is what I got planned for you, and that is what we have to do in order to get some fishing accomplished. All right, first spot. Peter and I decided to divide and conquer to start things off, and I was going to fish somewhere else, but then I started marking some life on the fish finder, so let's see if I found them, because I definitely think the spot has some fish on it. Try the half ounce to start things off. Maybe up the weight if we have to. Big piece of structure right here.
Yeah, that's right.
Definitely fish down there. You getting bites over there, Pete?
I am, but it's super slow, picky bite. But there's definitely fish here.
Same, I just dropped down. I'm marking a few fish and I got a few taps, so I'm gonna give it a little time to see what happens.
Alright, let me know. I may not stay here too long if it doesn't materialize in like 5-10 minutes max.
Gotcha. Oh, it was just on something. All right, as always, you got to start somewhere. I know some people don't like the technique I'm using with this, but do whatever you can to keep these fish off your hands. Start small and let's see if we can work up to big. That's a little better. Not bad. Plenty of little bites. See what happens if we keep the shell on, if we get a bit more prolonged bite, attract something bigger. Finish up the crabs I have, and then we'll decide if we want to stick with this spot. A little better. I don't know how much longer I'm going to try this spot, but at the very least I just want to see what it looks like down there, because we have crystal clear conditions. So let's see what we can see. Yeah, so as I remarked, the water was very clear on this particular day, but this was the only moment or instance where I decided to do underwater. It still would have been an option later, but as the day picked up, as you'll see, the wind definitely started to crank up, so I didn't particularly want to take my gloves off and get my hands wet any more than I needed to. But yeah, this is an interesting spot, and you'll see some interesting footage. So unlike some of the last spots that I fished, rather than being like kind of a depression between a bunch of different pieces of structure, this is just one larger piece, and I'm kind of on the top of it. You can see the bottom's very hard. It's a little bit of like a silt layer, but otherwise, this is just basically essentially one giant piece of rock. And I honestly don't think I would have stopped here had I not marked fish on the fish finder. And repeatedly, I was very close to leaving, but as you'll soon see, there was a number of things that kept me staying, particularly with the fishing improving. And you'll see there's fish around, but they're not terribly worked up. They're kind of cruising. They're around, but not terribly aggressive, though this will change. I dropped it down a few times, and you'll see, like, if there's no bait there, they're not going to be there. But when they do come in, they really zero in on it little by little. It starts with just a couple, and then you'll see more and more work into the frame. But yeah, they're not like immediately drawn to it. They're either suspicious or lethargic. But after some time, you'll definitely see some more fish jumping into the action. Yeah, it's interesting to watch because, the longer this bait was down there, it definitely started to attract more fish, but they weren't all super, into it. Some of them were just looking at it and kind of very cautious about it. So, just because the bait's down there doesn't mean they're going to go for it. And just because you're not getting bites doesn't mean there's not fish down there. I guess it's just a matter of, keeping in front of them long enough. I guess one more thing to note while this is down here is like, some of these fish are kind of pecking at it, and some of them are even grabbing the bait, but they're kind of taking it kind of weird this particular day. Now that we're getting into the colder stretches of the season, I feel like I missed more fish on this particular session than any other session this season. And again, like these were fish that fully had it at points, but for whatever reason, when I set the hook, it just was not fully connecting with their mouths.
Gonna stay a little longer. I'm getting some really solid bites.
I agree. It feels like it picked up a bit now the tide's moving a bit. Dang. Oh, there we go. That's about the one. Had to wait that one out. That's a good fish. That's close. I don't think so, though. It's probably like 15 inches. I know it's not a keeper. Alright, nice short. Step in the right direction. Maybe we're attracting some better sized fish. It's a big piece, so could be drawing from a lot of different directions now. That's not so impressive. That's a better one. Nice little fin. Not bad. Right, got at least another round of crabs in me. Some of these fish are definitely getting fired up, and again, this is a big piece of structure, so I feel like I'm getting attention to fish that weren't here originally. So let's keep going. Try a few more bigger pieces too, and whole crabs. That might be good. That might be okay. That might be a keeper. I think that's a keeper. Very close. I think he's actually a little short. No, not even close. That's not bad. Nice one. Not a keeper, but nice. Another nice short. Fishing the whole crab with the shells on. I'm not getting as many fish, but I am getting better fish, so let's see if we can continue this trend to get over the keeper threshold before we abandon the spot. That's better. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's a keeper for sure. Nice fish. Finally got a keeper.
Okay, so I'm gonna come over to you to help secure that bite you're building over there. Because I still haven't got one.
Yeah, it's on right now. Let's work this for a bit, and then I think it's time to move, because I think we're at the point where the crummy one's about to start. Let's see. Yeah, about 17, so that's just right. It is a hen, but it's not too big. I would say like right here or right here, just whole crabs. It's a big piece over here, so there's a lot of fish that can be pulled from this area. Yeah, I'd say like you'd want to either be right in front of me or right behind me. Yeah, this is definitely a bigger piece, so there's more fish to draw from here, I think. Half ounce, barely holding. What do you got on there right now?
Yeah, I was just about to switch because I could barely hold it.
Well, I think these fish are fired up enough that it's okay, you know. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Like some of them, they're not even like running with it. You just feel like something on there. It's like, I think there's a fish on there. I'm gonna set the hook. Either whole crab or big half crab. But I'm definitely fishing smaller whole crabs. I'm not fishing big whole crabs. It's not bad. Not upset with it. Better than how it started here. First it was all like 5 inches. This has like been the average size. She can do a lot worse. Yeah, that's decent. I don't think he's that good, but he had a good initial push. It's not bad. Not bad. A lot of females. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Come on, stay big. It feels probably like a 14-incher. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Come on, stay big. Stay big. I think so. I think it's a good one. Oh, it's a male. It's close. I think he's probably gonna be short, but he's gonna be close. I don't think so though. I'm not gonna be picky today. I think he's like a hair. Yeah, he's 16. It's like a 16 and a quarter. Yeah. This might be one of the last fish I keep, so let me just do that again. So we know we could be audited. I don't know. It's one of those things too where like if you push his lips, then all of a sudden, I don't know. I'm gonna call it a keeper, but I'm not keeping him. Borderliner, and Peter's got something. That's now I'm up to like I think 3/4. As soon as the tide dies down, I'll go right back to a 1/2 ounce. But I think like these fish are lazy, so if it's rolling around the bottom, they're not gonna. Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to want to go to another spot and build a bite from scratch again if it's only gonna get windier. And we got him here. Yeah. This piece is so big and there's so many surrounding pieces. Like we could be pulling fish from, you know, quite a ways, I think. Like these fish probably shuffle around, especially with this kind of tide. All right, now we're getting somewhere again. Yeah, a lot of people like to troll for them. It's not the fun way to do it. I mean, it's more fun if you're in a kayak trolling for them than like a boat with 6 other people and you're just taking turns reeling the fish in.
They were like pretty serious. I mean, left line,
Yeah.
planers and all that.
It's not bad. I think you'd enjoy it in a kayak though. Oh, that's a good sign. Oh, yo. Yeah, it looks great though. Love to hear that. It's close. Chunky hen. What size are you at right now? Wait, oh, they just dipped the net. 1/2 ounce? Yeah, I might go back. I mean, it's not, I don't love that it's moving around, but I think that hesitancy from the weight is a big deal. And the tide should just slow down.
I tried the other way and it just didn't really.
Yeah.
So I'm going back.
Yeah.
I think, like you said, if the tide's getting left.
That might be alright. That's not bad fish. Yeah. Yo. Nice one. Yo, that's a nice male. Nice male. Not a monster, but we'll take what we can get today. Heck yeah. Alright. That's a nice white chin, baby. Does pay to wait them out sometimes, I guess.
That was gonna be 3/4 ounce?
3/4 ounce, yeah. About 17.5. Been a while since we got a nice little male. I think it's time, folks. We gotta do it. Gotta do it. Really dwindling through our seltzer supply for the year, but yeah, this isn't even seltzer. I think it's cloud water. Maybe made from clouds, I don't know. 20 calories. Blackberry, lemon, rosemary. They're good. It is fizzy. You ever had this, Peter? Cloud water? It's got some flavor. It's got a nice zest to it. It is refreshing. Berry, but not too much berry. I'm gonna give this an 8.6. Definitely happy with how things are panning out. Let's see if we can round this limit proper. You know, not counting that one we threw back. What's up? It's good. It's actually like, it's got a little bit of sugar in it, but like barely any. It's like just enough flavor to like kind of have a body, you know? You've had those Topo Chico ones, right? Kind of like that, but just a little bit sweeter.
But they're very small.
Yeah, well, same.
Not like subtle peaks. It's like
It's one of those things, it's like every time you set the hook, you're surprised you don't have a fish on.
exactly. You're like, oh, I should.
He's not that big.
Extra fast rod.
Yeah, that's not a bad fish. Not quite there, but not as big as he looks from the bend. Not bad. Incher. 14 maybe at the end, so it looks bigger than it really is. Nice fish. Some better shorts down there, it's a good sign. Maybe. Oh, jeez. This is not foul. This is number 3. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. Good. Dude. Yo, that one's going back. Damn. It's this time of year, bro. This time of year. Not long, but so fat. That one we're throwing back. Damn, son. Whole crab. No legs. That's a toad. I'm gonna take my gloves off for this one. Nice fish. That's a nice fish. 20. 20 and a little bit more actually for a hen. I mean, let's try and get a rudimentary weight on this thing. I don't think it's as thick as the one I got last year, but it's up there. Saying about six-ish. Nice fish. Yeah. Good karma, right? Male, I would have maybe thought about it, but female now. Yeah, not in the Western Sound too. Not very, like again, very lethargic. He was just kind of on it. Not a heavy run, you know, for the bite. Like the most I might get is just a subtle lead in when they're starting to run with it. How's that? No. That was close. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to go in if you want, but I'm okay still.
Go in, though, I want to try a closer spot.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Maybe let's maybe the next couple minutes.
Yeah.
Somewhere where it's more protected.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, go in like that spot that we've tried in the past. I didn't mean give up yet. I still got a lot of fight left in me. It's not even 12 o'clock yet. There's quite a few spots we can duck away from a lot of this that I know of.
Yeah, look at that one spot that I marked. If the other spot doesn't work out, I want to try it there. And it looks very protected, and it's deep enough.
Yeah. Yeah, so there was no shortage of fish here. Tons of small fish, but the one issue was that the wind really started to pick up. So while my instincts were to really stay in some deeper stuff, it just wasn't really conducive considering how windy it was getting, and being on the kayak, it was getting a little too squirrely. So we decided to move inshore to some shallower stuff that we thought might hold some fish, and we did bounce around quite a bit. He's foul, that's why.
They love hiding out for rise drive.
Yeah. This spot, I don't know. I know what it is, but I don't know what it is.
You got me already.
Got to start somewhere. It's a better start than I did over there, so take that as you will. It's literally like you fish on the wrong side of the boat, you're not gonna get bite. It's like I'm just like here, like no, back over here. That's a better one. Not that big, but it's not bad. Water's so clear. Alright, I'm gonna cut up a whole thing of crabs, so hopefully that'll really entice some fish to come in. Yeah, I'm not getting as many. Yeah, it'll float if it does, but good to know. Yeah, let's finish this bait and move. Yeah, I'd be more inclined to stay if it was calmer, and we can always potentially revisit it. Let's just go. Time is of the essence, as we know.
It's not like you can just go to a spot and fish it for 30 minutes.
Yeah, well.
Every spot is so important.
And let's do something new. We're both here. I don't think I've fished that spot. Not because I don't want to, but because usually when I do go there, there's a lot of boats around, but now it's a different game. That area we're going. Doesn't look like there's too many people over there. I'm gonna just like kind of really get to the shoreline right now. Yeah. Yeah, so that first shallow spot we went to actually had a good amount of life on it, but we were still pretty exposed in the wind, so we decided to move into some other stuff that'd be a bit more sheltered and to varying degrees of success. Found some fish, but pretty much everything I found was on the shorter side. I know Peter found some better quality, so definitely do make sure to check out his take, because there's stuff you'll see on his that you won't see in mine. Alright, new spot. It's getting pretty squirrely out here. Yeah. Not a bad fish for early in the spot. Feels like the second we got here, the wind just cranked up all. It's like a joke. It's like, oh yeah, by the way. Feel good?
That looks like a mate. That looks like a keeper to me. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so all in all, we really went for it. I mean, we went basically from sunrise to sunset, and despite these being shorter days, we really, pushed it to the limit in terms of how chilly it got and how hard that wind was blowing. And, we got into some good action, considering how late in November we were. It was one of those weird things, and, I'm using this as my closeout. I did shoot an outro, but you just could not understand anything because of the wind. The bite was very particular. Like, if I haven't made this clear, if you were just fishing on the wrong side of the boat, sometimes these fish would not bite. For instance, if one of us rolled up on a spot first and got fish, and then the other one tried to get into it, that second person generally would not do nearly as well as the first. So it's one reason why building the bite, we could have stayed right next to each other the whole time, but it didn't seem to always be a guaranteed success. So take that as you will. I'm not sure. This might be one of, if not the last time I'm out here this season on the kayak, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully, I can maybe sneak one or two more out before things get too cold and the season's over. But I'm hoping we'll see what happens. One way or another, I'll keep fishing, even if it's not saltwater or, from a kayak. Either way, if I do something good, you'll be there to watch it. Catch you in the next one. Goodbye from fishing.